Hi, welcome. I am so excited to talk to you today about the thing that we never want to talk about, and that's fear. Fear is this thing that can bubble up inside us. It is a thing that makes itself present when we least want it in our lives, usually. It unfortunately can be a thing that directs our lives in very defined ways, which can be sad because we can look back over the course of our lives and say we made choices based in fear. And that makes us have a smaller life. That makes us feel like we're playing it safe when that's not actually what safety is. So today we are going to open ourselves up to fear so that we can then move out of fear very easily. You are here with me now, and I thank you for trusting me with this because I know it can feel scary, but know that I suffered from debilitating anxiety for so long. In my 20s, I had panic attacks so much that I had to leave my job. It broke up my relationship. I really had to find myself again, and I didn't have a language for it. I didn't have tools for it. I didn't know what to do. When fear and anxiety and overwhelm came back in my 30s, I said, I am not going to keep going down this same path, and I am going to pull myself out of it and figure out a way to work with my brain and to invite these fears in, actually, and do something with them. And that's what the fear breakthrough became. So I'm so glad that you're here. I've taught this to thousands of people. I think it's one of the most important tools that we can use, and it is max 90 seconds. So give me a little bit of your time, and we will leave here in just a little bit feeling so different. It starts with step one is looking at a fear. So I like to get into a meditative state. I think this is where we give ourselves the most time to really sit with things. And many people don't want to meditate because they are afraid of what their brain may be saying to them. That's understandable. Our brains can go wild, but this will make you feel powerful and in control. So start by taking a few deep breaths. We're going to practice this in real time. And by taking deep breaths, you are connecting with your body. You are starting to let the outside world fall away. You are starting to put things on do not disturb mode, just in the most natural way possible. You are entering your own sphere of silence, of quiet. And this is the moment where we start to feel things that can be uncomfortable, but we also feel peace. We will get through the discomfort to feel more peace and more relaxation and more empowerment around our own thoughts and our own lives. So I'm breathing in a way that feels comfortable, and I'm breathing out in a way that feels refreshing. Continue letting yourself breathe in, and then let yourself breathe out. And as you do this practice, let yourself feel centered, feel present. And as you feel a swirl of anxiety or discomfort, call that out. Don't ignore it. Don't try to bypass it. Whatever knot you have inside, that's what we are looking for. So you're going to breathe in and out. And when you feel that knot of tension, that's the moment you ask yourself, what is this fear? And you let it answer. And fears are loud. They yell at us all day long. It's probably so clear. It's probably so ugly and so mean. Breathe out, let it out, and take that fear and put it on some sort of shelf off to the side. It does not need to stay with you. Listen to it, honor it, let it know you've heard this fear that you are carrying around, but put it to the side. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. And now ask yourself, but what is my truth in this situation? The truth sounds like a whisper. It's so quiet. That's why we don't hear it enough. But it's there. And if you heard something pipe up, you know it's the truth. You know it's real because it connects with your soul. Sort of lights you up, gets you excited, fills you. Hold on to that truth. Keep it with you. Now breathe in deeply and breathe out for the third step, for the final moment of this fear breakthrough. You let yourself see the one next step you can take that is aligned with your truth and not with the fear. Keep that truth with you and let your mind see a path forward. You can see it in the distance. You see how great it looks. But now bring yourself into the present moment and think, what is one small next step I can take that is aligned with my truth and not with my fear? And do that. That's your only to do. Give yourself that gift. For myself, I started to do this over and over again. Those 3 steps. Whenever I felt a tightness in my chest, when I got an email I didn't like, when I didn't know how to respond to something, when I felt overwhelmed, I would stop immediately. Many times I dropped down onto the side of my desk, onto the floor, got into a just easy meditative position, gave myself a few minutes, but I connected with those important things, understanding my fear, looking and finding the truth, and seeing what that next step was going to be. And as I started to take one step towards my truth and then another and another, and finding that path, it started to shift my life away from going in the direction of fear, letting my decisions be dictated by fears. And I instead started to find myself going in a direction that was aligned with something that lit me up. And even if there was a moment where I had fear and the path that was new and different felt scary, I realized it was also aligned with my truth and it was real, and that we can't ever fully escape fear, but we can start to reframe how we see it. We can start to realize it doesn't have to control us. It can tell us a story. We can listen to that story, but you can move on in a way that feels much more empowering for you and your life. And I hope you will try this out. I hope you will leave comments and tell us what awareness you have, what truth you see, what steps you're taking, and how you feel after doing this. Thank you for being here.